Well, hello there, stamping friends. This is Traci Raether from Plum Crazy Stamping. It is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, and it's our paper pumpkin workshop, which we do every month. And I'm really excited to share the November 2025 kit with you. It's called Wrapped in Cheer, and they're these adorable gift boxes. And I can't wait to show you how easy they are to make, yet how festive they are for gift giving this season. Anyway, as we're getting started, please sign in on the comments. And if you're on Facebook, you can just go to the comments and do that. If you are watching on YouTube, please make sure that you're signed into your Google account or your YouTube account, both being the same thing. And then you can use the comments there. Excuse me. And I would love to know who you are, where you're watching from. If you have any questions as I share information today and or feedback on the projects, just please, I'd love to hear from you. That's why I do this live every week. Let's see. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. Kathy, welcome. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down here so you can see my desktop. And since it's December, Christmas is 22 days away. That's a little over 3 weeks. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I thought I'd start out with a present. So the gift that I'm giving with any $50 purchase from Plum Crazy Stamping this month is the Lights of Aurora 4-card tutorial. So I'm kind of shifting, giving this would be coming to the very beginning of January if you have any December purchases. And it's beautiful landscape paper and then stamps and die sets with really fun words, wonder, light, love, and magic, as well as landscape silhouettes that can be used with this. They're absolutely gorgeous. And you could use this with any stamp sets and or these are really good cards for landscape designed paper. And there's 4 of them, very detailed descriptions, how to make these cards, the types of supplies to use. And this is yours with a $50 purchase. And once again, I email that to you at the beginning of the month then. Right now, I'm going to be mailing out the gingerbread free tutorial from last month for those people that bought something from Plum Crazy Stamping during November. Anyway, now let's go ahead and go to the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. I'm getting so excited. We're almost through all of the doors. I need to get through those so I can start planning the free class. For anybody that orders this from Plum Crazy Stamping, I will be inviting you to a free class on January 10th, and I'm really getting excited about that. This Advent set, though, is all occasion. It is not a Christmas set, but it's an awesome Christmas gift for, your favorite stamper, paper crafter, or yourself. It is an all occasion set. It actually has a double stamp set here with all occasion images as well as sentiments. And so that is going to be a lot of fun. And that's why in January, what a great way to kick off the year. So let's go ahead and open a couple more doors. I can't even remember which ones we're on. Let's see. Looks like we've opened 7. And did we open 8 too? Yep, we opened 8. Okay. So we have door 9 today. And 10 is over here. I'm going to have to move all my stamps I have mounted for the paper pumpkin workshop here out of the way. But let's slide this over so that you'll be able to see both doors. We're going to have to actually slide this up. There we go. Okay, but let's do 9 first. Am I getting stamps stuck on the back of it? Yep. All right, 9 is the one. Now remember, I'm going to give you the same thing that I say every time, is if you are doing this for yourself and want to be surprised, then when I open this, I'll just remind you to look away or close your eyes. I will not describe what we see, but we'll just show everyone that's watching. And so for those of you that are not wanting to see it, you might want to look away now in case something pops out here while I'm trying to just press this open. This one's a little tougher than the other ones. There we go. Okay, so close your eyes a moment or look away, and I'm going to open door number 9. And once again, I will not describe what's in here, but I will show it to everyone. And let's see what we have. Okay, still showing what it is. Oh boy, pretty awesome. You can tell the all occasionness of these items, which is pretty fun. Okay, door 9 is closed again. And now we're going to look at door 10. Ooh, this is a little door. You wonder what you have in a little one. Okay, for those of you that don't want to see, go ahead and look away a second, and I'm going to open this. Okay, I can say wow, but I won't tell you what it is. Putting it up close to the camera for people to see. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Okay, that is all we're going to do today. So I have one more time to open. Look at these this is a pretty big door, as is this one. So can't wait. All right. Have to wait till next time, though. And I think I did see, maybe someone can confirm for me, is this on the last chance sale and with a little bit of a reduction on it? I think I may have seen an order come through today where it was less than $99. Does someone want to let me know if that is truly the case? Hi, Donna. And hi, Kathy. We've got 2 different Kathys on here right now. All right. And then just other things that are going on in December that I don't want to forget to tell you about, because I'd like you to have a little advance notice, because each of these events are going to be online, but you might want to gather some of your own crafting supplies to do it. The first one's going to be next Tuesday night. I'm going to do a live craft along workshop, and we're going to make Christmas bags and tags. And so this is where if you have Christmas things in your stash, this would be the time to pull them out. If you have gift bags that you have either bought that are real plain or you get in the craft store, or even for me, I save gift bags that I get in different little boutiques or when I go shopping, and I recycle them. So any of those things, you're going to want to pull them out and have them ready. For the tag part of this, if you have any Christmas cards and you're not saving the whole card because there's a message written on the front or something, then gather any old Christmas cards or other kinds of Christmas, maybe calendar things that you had, so you can use the images, because we're going to make beautiful gift tags with those. And if we have some leftovers of all of those or larger Christmas cards, we might just recreate another Christmas card out of that. That'll kind of be a little bonus with what we're doing. So I'm really excited to do that. You're going to see that information start showing up in emails and on my business page no later than tomorrow. Okay, and there'll be an early bird discount, $5 off, if you register before the live workshop happens. And then the second thing, which will also take a little bit of time for you to save up your stuff, is on December 17th in the afternoon at 2:00, after I do my card making lesson that day. We're actually going to do a crop. It's free. All you have to do is register so that I can send you the Zoom link, and we're going to make New Year's crackers. You know those things that you pull apart and they pop open? And we're not only going to make the crackers, we're going to make some little things to put inside for surprises. But you need to start saving your empty toilet paper rolls. So I've been saving these for a while, and then I was kind of like, I think I have plenty of those. So I've got my stash of those all saved up, but start saving yours so that you can craft along with me at that event. Once again, December 17th, it's a Wednesday, 2 in the afternoon, and you won't want to miss it. And all you have to do is register so you get the Zoom link. Okay, so with that being said, on to Paper Pumpkin. The thing I want to share with you about Paper Pumpkin is there is an awesome deal right now. It started December 1st. It goes through the 9th. And that is if you are interested in getting a prepaid subscription, you can get a substantial savings. Now, we're not going to have celebration this year. So that's usually when I would buy my subscription so I could get free products. But instead, they're doing this awesome deal. So I'm buying my subscription now so I can get an $80 savings on my annual subscription. You can get a $20 savings on a 3-month subscription. 6 months is a $40 savings, and then the whole year is $80. And literally, this comes out to being a savings of $6.66 a month off a $27 price when you buy it individually. And when you buy this, you will actually qualify for rewards to put towards your next purchase. So that's always awesome. All right. Now, enough announcements. Let's get to the fun. So here is my Paper Pumpkin kit I got in the mail. Like I said, it's called Wrapped in Cheer. I already unwrapped the present that was in light blue tissue paper. And then I got a full color instruction sheet here. And I have enough supplies in this kit to make 8 little gift boxes. And they are gorgeous. I'll show that to you in just a minute. When we get these instructions and you first open them, it tells you what to look for in your supplies to kind of put together for the projects. So we're going to do all gift boxes today, but there's actually 2 different designs or ways they have put them together. And we'll be following the step-by-step instructions that are inside here. And then on the back, you know, I can kind of take an inventory and make sure when I take all of the things out of the box and get ready to craft that I've gotten everything that I need. They also have a die set that goes with 3 different kits that I can use to enhance the work that I'm going to do with these kits. And then there's a QR code to rewatch someone actually making these in case you need a little help. And let's look at the actual things inside here. So the stamp set's pretty fun. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, with love, to and from. So lots of different sentiments, as well as some images we can use to make gift tags on December 9th, right? Okay, so we've got our stamp set. We always get at least 1 Stampin' Spot, and this is crafting the ink, and this is Mossy Meadow. Then I got some linen thread in a very neutral color, and that's going to go with each box. Then they die cut different tags. We're actually going to have a pair of tags that happens with this one. And then these gift boxes. Now, what's really nice is if you don't want to use gift cards, this is a perfect size. Let me just show you how perfect it is for a gift card. Look at how nicely a gift card will fit in here. But the nice thing is these have a plastic coating that if you wanted to put a cookie in here or fudge or, you know, any other thing that you want to share for Christmas, this will manage that and not have any spots go on the outside of the boxes. So I've got 8 boxes in the kit. I've already made some of them, and we're going to make 2 of them together today. They also sent other die cuts to decorate and to stamp on. And I got the adhesive that I needed, whether it be the mini glue dots, dimensionals. I guess I can keep my dimensionals out here. Gems that can go on here, so we'll leave those out. And yeah, that's what was in my adhesive pack. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these off to the side so we can go ahead and make our boxes. But let me give you a peek at what they look like when they're done. So aren't these beautiful? And like I said, such a perfect size for, oh, you know what else would go perfect in here? Toffee. You know that flat toffee, or do any of you make that, do they call it crack? That's like saltines with caramel and chocolate and stuff on. That would fit in here too, since this is a pretty slim box. But anyway, so 1 and 2, so 2 different designs. So we're going to be making these next. Let's see who else. Hi, Sue. Oh, yeah, snowy West Michigan. Oh, my gosh, 15 inches of snow. And I thought it was bad here. We had 11.7. And Kim is waiting for, I don't know, Kim, if you're waiting for your paper pumpkin to show up or your advent calendar. But either way, you're good to go. And you're not late. Jill, we're really going to get started now on our first project. Let's go ahead and do that. So let me open up these instructions that make it so easy. We'll go ahead and start our stamping first. So I'm going to gather the stamps from the stamp set that was provided here. We have the gift for you, and then we have a little sentiment with love, and we have a Merry Christmas, and we have a wreath. All right, so that's going to be the first box. Let me go ahead and grab those parts and pieces, because we also have, so we have the box itself, and then we have 2 tags that offset each other. I did cut our 12 inches of linen thread already. We'll just set this over here. Look at these tags, aren't they pretty? And on the back side of this one, we're going to be stamping. And oh, we're going to stamp on the front of it too. I don't want to forget that. And then I have a sentiment label that we'll stamp. So set that out here. And then we've got, look at this big bow. Is that pretty or what? And then some other components of the wreath that are die cut. So very nice. I'll just leave these all sit here. They're off to the side. Okay, before we stamp, I'm going to show you how easy this box goes together. And what's really great is it's all scored. So you don't even have to look at the diagram. All you have to do, there is a diagram inside, is follow the score lines and fold everything on the score lines. And I always just do this. And you know what? This is really going together so well, I don't even need my bone folder, but you sure could use it if you wanted to, or you can just fold it with your fingers here and just make sure you do every one. Then when you pop it together, it makes it just a little bit easier. I'll tell you, over the years, I have a number of these, either sets that I've bought or that I've done, and I just love them. And I actually, for graduation this year, I used some of them. It was kind of fun. Okay, and so on the ends here, you can tell where you have these little tabs that you're actually going to tuck into the side. So I'm just going to hold that up and hold this in and tuck. There's a little tab that goes right in the bottom here. Can you see it? And then that holds that side together. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here with these 2 tabs and bring this side up over them. I know it's kind of that top gets in the way, but then I'm going to just snug that down into the little opening there to hold that in place so you can see where they're being held. But then you've got the box, and then you just fold the flaps in. And isn't that a nice little box? And I'll tell you, you know what's so nice is you can gift this and they can pass it on and gift it to someone else. So anyway, it's something that just keeps on giving. So there's our first box. All right, let me just set that off to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and do our stamping like I said we were going to do it before. So this is actually something we're going to stamp on both sides. So I'm going to just use my own Mossy Meadow pad here and keep my other little one for when I go to my Stampin' Crafts, which I don't do again until January, but time will come fast, I'm sure. All right, so I'm just going to ink this up. What's nice is it tells you to ink this up. It shows you how to do it according to their design. And I'm going to just kind of put this down here a little bit. Just straight down, press firm, and then pull straight up. There we go. And then I'm going to do the Merry Christmas sentiment. Every night I've been working on Christmas cards. So sometimes I actually make the cards. Sometimes I'm stamping sentiments. I've had a lot of paper pumpkin or kit collections that I did the cards, but now I'm adding additional sentiments on the inside. So I could do this today with you. I needed to move all of the stamps and the different ink colors I've been using and move all the cards aside, but I'm getting there. So looking forward to getting those in the mail hopefully next week. All right, there's Merry Christmas. And now let's see. We need to do the back of this tag. So I'm going to just flip it over. And we're going to do the gift for you. All right, I'm just going to do that kind of mid tag here. This is a very nice stamp set. All right, and then underneath that, a gift for you with love. You could use this little stamp on so many things. There we go. So we have our with love. All right, we've got the stamping done. So I'm just going to set our ink to the side. And next we're going to look at how they are suggesting that the adhesive be added. So I'm going to flip over my ribbon and we're going to put one mini dimensional right in the center there. Okay, and then the sentiment gets 2 of the mini dimensionals. Go ahead and take the adhesive off of that. You know, this time of year when you're making so many cards, I don't know about you, but with Christmas, I'm really making a lot of things. I'm trying to use up also all the edges of my dimensionals. It's a perfect time to get rid of all of that. And I've got so much going on that just kind of helps me clean things up for the new year. All right, let's see. We also have on this, we're going to put a couple dimensionals because these wreath die cuts are all about adding some dimension here. So one is going to have the dimensionals on it, and one has the mini glue dots on it. This one is going to get the, let's see which color. Yeah, this one, I'm going to put the mini glue dots on the darker side because I want the lighter green. So let's go ahead and get our take your pick tool and just attach some of these. Let's see how many. Does it matter? We'll put one there. And kind of across from it. I just kind of try to go where there's a little bit bigger leaves so it'll cover it up, right? All right, so now we're ready to put this together. Let's go ahead and take the base tag here. Oops, we have to put some dimensionals on this too to attach it to our gift box. And so I'm just going to do 3 right down the center here. Okay, and I'm going to leave that on there while I put everything else together. All right, and so we've got our green tag that goes on top. And then on the very bottom, we're going to put these white leaves right around the stamped ones that we did. And then I'm going to take the adhesive off of the glue dots here. I'll tell you, doing these kind of gets me in the mood to start wrapping presents. Next week, I know when I do that class, then I'm really going to be in the mood to do that. Got a lot of things around here, and I found some things I bought for last year that I lost, so I can't wait to give them this year. My husband, I got him a really cool gift. I can't tell you what it is because every once in a while he'll watch me on here. But anyway, I found it, so I can't wait to give it to him. It's been 1.5 years. I found it the summer before last Christmas. But I can't wait to get it to him this year because I know where it is. I can't lose it again, though. Sometimes that happens. All right, I'm going to wait to put that ribbon on after I tie these together with the linen thread. Just going to line up the holes on these tags here and slip this right through there and just tie this in a bow. Now you could tie this to something before you tie your bow. That's always a chance. You can always add another ribbon to just fancy it up a bit. Well, come on. I've started gifting sets of cards to people. That's really been fun. I've had lots of excitement around that. So I don't know if you end up gifting some of your cards away during the holidays. It's a great thing to do. All right, so now we've got that, and then we're going to finalize this by putting this bow right on the top, and I'm going to sneak it right under where the other one's tied, and then I'll take off the adhesive here. Welcome, Diane. Nice to see you. All right, let's go ahead and just kind of put this bottom one on straight, but then this can kind of go to the side, and you see you can see this and sign it if you want. So let's put on our little berries. That's what these look like, our gems. These are really nice at 3D too, so you won't miss them, which is cool. All right, right up here. There. So that's our first box. That was so simple. And what a great way to give a gift card. You could put money in here too. That would be a very nice gift. All right, let's do the second one. We've got those instructions and our parts and pieces. One more gift box here. Actually, I can talk and put this together and hopefully not mess it up like you guys see me do my stamping sometimes. All right, easy enough now. Tuck in my tabs. You know, sometimes you need more fingers and other times they get in the way. Yikes. All right, there's the first one. Let's get the second side. Well, I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. I know that we certainly did. Wonderful food. Got a little pumpkin pie. I look forward to that every year for sure. There were so many pies there to choose from, though, but I just thought, nope, I have to have my pumpkin. All right, we'll leave that to the side. We need to leave that. We're going to go ahead and move these. And this time we're just going to stamp on the back of this one. And we've got 2 stamps this time. This one is Sending a Little Christmas Cheer. I think I'm going to leave these stamps out as I continue my Christmas card stamping and get ready for the tag and bag workshop next week. And then this says, From Our Home to Yours. Okay, perfect. And now we need to add our adhesive. Let's see, we need our 3 down the back of the large tag again to put it on the box. Okay, and then we're going to flip this over, and this one will just sit on top here, but let's go ahead and add the decorations to this one. So we have the white. Let's see, they have the white one. We're going to put our glue dots on the green side, so the white will be showing. Right there looks good. Okay. And then on the other one, we're going to do the white side. And this one's also glue dots. I tell you, when I was doing this the first time, I'm like, white side, tan side, green side, I don't know. I figured it out, but it took me, I had to sit and think about it a minute. All right, and we've got to put our mini glue dot on our ribbon again. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and put this together, and we're going to put this white side down first. Probably should just pop these off right away. Okay, and do a little layering. This is kind of nice, so if you have this kind of foliage in your stamp set and then dies, just knowing this is a great way to make something look really good. I covered up that hole a little bit. Okay. And then we'll do this side. So anyway, as I was saying, you know, when you have that foliage, stamp underneath it And then you can, do a couple different die cuts and layer it. That always makes the card look so full and kind of your very own design too. Whether other people have that same stamp set or die set, they probably won't layer it the way you do. So that can always make a card much more unique. All right, now we're going to put this one on here. Not cover up that hole this time. Okay. And we'll tie our bow again. Line these up. So I like this kind of gift tag, and we'll be talking about this next week, is, make one more rectangle and then use your dies or just around the edges, or sometimes we have just these tag topper punches. So you can layer the tags, even if you make a couple rectangles. Well, this linen thread's coming apart on that end. Anyway, it adds interest to your gift tags and kind of steps everything up. So I like that they're kind of showing us how to do that in this kit. I've also been adding like 2 ribbons together when I'm tying them on my gift bags, or I've been using cellophane bags to put my cards together. And that looks really pretty too. I don't know about you, but I always have a lot of ribbon around here, so I might as well use it and enjoy it and have someone else enjoy it. Don't keep saving it. That's my motto this year. Share, share, share. All right, so now we'll put our ribbon up underneath here. The adhesive came off that already. All right, and then we'll put it on our box. Now this one, they're not using the berries, which is fine. Okay, so there we go. How easy is that? You know what else these would be great for? Stocking stuffers. You also could use these to give people clues to go find their presents somewhere else in the house. Do you ever end up with those gifts that are hard to wrap? Well, you can hide them somewhere, put the clues in here, and have somebody get this out of their stocking or from under the tree and then go find their presents. So just another way to do that. So with that being said, anybody have any paper crafting questions or any questions about paper pumpkin or the class or the crop coming up? Otherwise, this has been fun. I thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that as this month continues, enjoy the season, enjoy your family and friends. And you know what? Let's let people know how special they are to us by making them handmade gifts and cards. So anyway, thanks again, friends. Happy stamping. Bye-bye now.